Welcome to Serving Aces. I'm Alexander Stevenson, and I'm here with my co host, Hugues Levadier, or as I like to call him, Oogie. Welcome, Oogie. I'm back in my little square of my house for now.
There we go. I love that place right there. I feel comfortable. I feel like I know what's going on out there.
You know my little area. It's just like
Yeah,
I know your area. It's just most of the time, I mean, this year I might be in another area, but that's okay.
that's right. And we are so well dressed.
We are prepared, okay? I'm
Let's go.
representing USA, you're representing Canada.
That is so cool.
Okay, I
Hey,
have to say one thing though. The USA has the edge in hockey in the women. Not
I
the men,
know.
but the women. I mean, hello. What's
I
going
will.
on with our hockey team?
You guys are superior right now on the women's side, that's for sure. But
They say
on
it
the,
could be the best American women's hockey team ever assembled.
I think so. I think so. I mean, they look very strong. Hey, they beat Canada, I think 5-0 in the preliminary rounds. I think they will meet in the finals, though, because today Canada won against Switzerland 2-1, really on the edge, passing through, not greatly, but they're reproducing the game right now. But so they'll be there against the US. But yeah, I think you guys will definitely win the gold
Well, I
on that
mean,
one. But I think
it's okay.
for the men, we'll be okay. We'll be good.
The men, you'll be good, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So, I mean, we got to
Especially
have one for the women then.
especially with the Kachuk brothers running their mouth yesterday. Have you seen that on Instagram? They're chirping Leon Draisaitl from Germany. He's one of the
Yes.
top five. He's one of the top five players in the league. I mean, if you look at him, he's playing with Connor McDavid in Edmonton, but he's like top five player, and he's chirping them. Both brothers. Oh yeah, bridesmaid, this and that. Those guys, they don't know how to shut up, and it's gonna kick them in the rear. I'm sure soon. So it's the Kachuk brothers. Come on, what do you
Yeah,
expect?
it'll
They're
be
they're
fun.
they're chapping lips all game long, but it's their style of play, so it's all good.
It's good. All right, I had to get a little hockey in there for you before we talk some tennis. Okay,
So
so
nice of you because it's like dream team altogether. It's
right,
the best
right.
Canadian players, the best US players, the best
Mhm.
Swedish players. It's too bad that Russia is not there because they would have a great team.
They
You
would
know,
have a great team. Yeah.
Vasilevsky, Kucherov, Ovechkin, all those great players. It's too bad for them they can't play, but yeah, but well, hey, one last team, which is a threat
That's
because
okay.
they would be great, but can't wait for that. So it's gonna be good in the next couple of days.
Yeah, I have to say, Olympics to 2 weeks. Both you and me are huge fans, summer and winter. I don't know, we might not be as big of a fan as Snoop Dogg, but we're pretty big. We watch all the sports. We watch all the even curling, Oogie. I watch curling, cross
Ooh,
country skiing,
you're.
biathlon. But
I
my
mean,
favorite, of course, is ice skating with some hockey.
oh, yeah, yes, and short track, speed
Yeah, short
skating,
track. Yeah,
uh,
that's giant
even
slalom,
yeah,
skiing,
exactly.
super
I mean,
G.
if many events there, I mean, bobsleigh, skeleton. Come on, even that you can watch
Oh
and be
yeah,
like,
you can't forget
ooh,
the bobsled. I always
seriously.
look at every year and I'm like, which sport could I do in the Winter Olympics? And I came
Really?
up with,
Could that
yeah,
be
because
it?
I
Really?
mean, I would love to go the I mean, I'd love to go the summer, but I'm always like, okay, in the winter, what could I do? So I've come up with like three that I could
Okay,
do.
let's hear it because for me, throwing myself down a
What could
bobsleigh or
you do?
skeleton 100 miles an hour face first, I'm not sure about that, but go ahead.
Okay, so I thought I could do the biathlon
Okay. Oh,
potentially.
well, you have to be really good at cross country skiing, though.
Yes, because I used to love cross country skiing, but that
Oh,
was like when I was a teenager.
yeah, but
And
on
I
like
didn't do it all the
classic, or
time.
you have to skate all the time because
Yeah, like
so quick.
yeah, I feel like now I'm probably not the body type for it. That might be a pipe dream. But possibly sled.
Oh
That
yeah,
could be the big one that pushes.
and you can definitely, oh,
Yeah,
yeah, run like
possibly like the
football
5 man
players are back
team,
there.
5 woman team. Yeah. And then the other one was, well, I would have loved to be downhill skiing, but you can't just go into that.
Yeah,
So
it's kind of
then
rough.
just the shooting. Which is the shooting one?
It's the biathlon, like you said.
Yeah, it's the biathlon, but isn't
Yeah,
there like just, oh no, that's in the Summer
it's in the
Olympics where they
summer. Yeah,
just
yeah,
shoot.
Yeah,
So,
with the gun.
and archery. I was like, maybe in the
Oh,
summer, maybe I could do archery like Gina Davis did. She didn't make the Olympics, but she did like all the process.
mhm.
You know, it's fun to like see which Olympic sport. I mean, obviously, besides
Hmm.
tennis, what could you do?
Hey,
Right?
for me, your body would be perfect for.
Curling.
Well, no, not curling. Your body. Hey, my phrase was like, your body is perfect for, and then three dots, and you're like curling.
Curling.
It's not it, but maybe. I mean, to brush really
Hey,
hard.
I
You
could
have.
do the brush.
I know, but you have to throw like at first, just like throw it nice and slow because
I have
that
good
was.
hands.
Yeah, you're right. You could. Plus, you're
Right?
flexible, so you have to get on the ice like.
You could get like you could do the little
Sure.
dive.
I can see you like speed skating though, because
Oh,
you
okay.
have great cardio, you have great legs,
I
you need strong
strong
legs, you know,
legs. Yep.
and because in like 5,000 meters, you could go on forever.
I
To you,
guess
so
like
so you
you'd
wouldn't have to
have to
sprint.
train a lot, but
Yeah,
yeah,
but
you could
you wouldn't
do
have to
speed
sprint on
skating.
ice. You would just like big
Going.
strides, big
Thanks,
strides.
Biggie.
I can see you like winning the goal in big strides.
Oh, okay, amazing. All right,
Yeah.
so Oogie, I would put you in hockey.
Well, you have to be. Hey, we're in Canada. Maybe I can play hockey for France, but Canada's a little tough because it's the best place in the world. But,
That is true.
um, but yeah, cross country skiing I do a lot. I'm pretty
You
good
could
at
do
it.
cross country. I could
But
see that.
yeah, maybe.
Biathlon.
Yeah, maybe. Shoot. France is very good at that. They sneak like 6 medals so far. That's so much.
Yeah, they're doing well. Look, the medal count, the top three are Norway, Italy, United States.
Yeah. Hey, at least home country.
Canada
They're
is
doing
13.
awesome.
What is going on in Canada right now?
Yeah, they only have 11 medals or something. It's
Yeah.
not that great. It's not that great,
Well,
but
you know, second week. They have
third,
time.
yeah, because they win a lot of team events like hockey, curling. You know, they have team events, but still, they choked a couple events. But hey,
All
there you
right, so let's get into a little tennis. I know we're Olympic fever over here, but we got to talk some tennis. All
For
right,
sure.
so we have the tournaments Doha, Dubai. Muhova won Doha, beat Mboko.
go. Yeah, I saw that.
Mboko's top 10.
I think she's 11,
So
but
she's on her way to the top 10. She's
really
carrying
close.
the momentum, Oogie, from last fall. She's still doing really well.
Oh yeah,
And
she's
she
climbing.
got the win
Hey,
against Andreeva. I
and
really
Rib-
liked that one. That
and
was a big
Rybakina.
win.
She beat Rybakina too.
Yeah, Rybakina, that was a big win. So
Yeah.
and hey, congratulations to Muhova. She's healthy. She won a big title. And
Yep.
I might say, what is it that our favorite person that we love to watch? I'm totally like drawing a blank now. Oh, Ostapenko.
Oh,
What does Ostapenko love about the desert? She always does well in Dubai and Doha. Have you noticed that?
I know. It's like contrast from her body and mind and where she's from. I don't know. It's like
I
total
think
opposites.
I think it's the hard court, maybe the desert air, and the ball goes through the air fast.
Yeah, it's
and
gotta
she
be
has
it.
that first hit.
Yeah.
So that must be it, right?
Yeah,
But
I
I'm
totally right.
always looking at the draws and I'm like, oh, there's Ostapenko go again in the Dubai Doha swing.
Yeah, I mean when you're from like a northern country, you know, like hers, Canada, Russia, Sweden, you play indoors a lot. You're
Yep.
not used to the heat. You're not used to the humidity. You're not used to any of these conditions. And it's the only thing that matters to win. You need to be in great shape, adjusting and
Yeah.
and being adjusted to these conditions. Before, prior I went to college in Louisiana, zero tolerance to the heat and humidity. And after 2 years, 3 years over there, and then in the future tournaments, I was good
You
because
got
I was
used to it. Yeah.
my body got used to humidity, super heat, 100 plus every day. You train 3-4 hours, and then your body gets used to it. And then you have to play a couple hours in a match. It's no big deal.
Yeah,
And
you acclimatize.
yeah, it does make a big difference. So you always look forward into the draw. Which country of the player you're playing? Remember when the draw comes out, you're like,
Yeah.
okay, which country? Okay, this country or that country. Oh, this is a country where there are great players on clay. Oh my gosh, I'm playing on clay. It's gonna be a grind. You anticipate all these things.
Yeah.
So but Ostapenko is doing great on these surface.
Yeah,
For
I mean,
sure.
look, if you have Ostapenko in your draw, you look at, okay, well, she likes the desert air, right? But
Balls are
hey,
flying.
Namboko took her out 3-2, and also, hey, Sakari is the big mover of the week. She moved 18 spots, so she's doing well again, and she did really well in Indian Wells one year, a couple
Yep.
years past. So let's keep an eye out on her, Oogie.
Yeah.
For
Hopefully she's coming back and for good because she was got hurt. Her ranking went down a lot.
It's
So
been up and down a little bit.
she deserves to be top 20. Come on. With the quality of her shots and her physical abilities and her grind, her toughness, she trains hard and she trains
does.
more like a CrossFit
She
guru.
could go into CrossFit.
She's so fit. So hopefully that pays off for her and she comes back and stays there.
For sure. So we've got the Dubai. We had Carlos Alcaraz practicing at the Rich in Bahrain before. Let's see, was it Bahrain? I took a little.
Is it Bahrain? Are they like having Formula One test driving in between practices, or what's going on there?
Bahrain. He was practicing before
Wow.
Doha. So
That's-
nice little practice section. Flying to Bahrain, then go to Doha.
Bahrain is close. It's close, close-ish to all these places, and Abu Dhabi and Dubai and all these places. I have a good friend of mine who's living in Bahrain right now, so it's pretty cool.
Oh, nice. You want to hear my story from Bahrain?
Oh, come on, let's hear it.
Okay, quick. I'll tell it quick. All right, so I was flying into Doha, but the plane had to go to Bahrain first.
It's a little small island over there.
Yeah, in Doha. So we get to Bahrain, and they canceled the flight. And they're like, sorry, no seats, no plane. You'll have to wait. And I had to get to Doha to play. So I was like, oh my gosh, you have to get me on this flight. And they're like, sorry, we can't help you. So then I had to go past the desk and stand in line to rebook my ticket and find another flight, which happens. Sometimes they just take you off the plane. So not all the time, but that does happen. So I looked for the best person in the line to go. Like there were like 4 people at the desk. So I kind of profiled and I was like, okay, there's a young guy in a Yankee hat. And I always wear my Yankee hat. So I got in that line and I went up to him and he's like, oh, you're American. And I said, yes. He's like, oh, I love the Yankees. And I was like, me too. And then he kept talking about movies and all this. I'm like, look, I really need to get on a flight because I have to play in 2 days. And if I leave tomorrow, then I'm going to have to play the next day. And it's just kind of a mess. And I'm going to the big tournament. And he's like, oh, well, I don't know if I can get you on this next flight, but let me see what I can do. So he moved some people. I don't know where they went. And he got me and my mom in business class on this flight that was leaving in like an hour.
Wow.
I don't know how he did it.
That's so
and
cool.
He came around to hand us the tickets, and it was so funny because my mom was like, "Oh, thank you so much," and she went to give him a hug, and he was like, "No, you can't touch me," because in their culture, Muslim custom, he was Muslim. He can't touch a woman unless he's married to them. And my mom was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and he's like, "It's okay, it's okay." But anyway, there's my 5 hours in Bahrain.
Jeez.
I was not at the Ritz.
No doubt.
But I was in the airport.
That is so cool. But then, thank God for this gentleman. He was able to
shout out to him. He got us on the flight. So that sometimes happens when you're traveling, and you just got to find a nice guy to help you in a Yankee hat.
That's it. You were looking for anything I know, I recognize. Because a lot of these places around there, they're all Muslims and stuff. You can't read. It's like
it's tough.
characters
in the
like
Middle East, and at that time I wasn't being treated like Carlos Alcaraz, where he's probably flying on a private plane. I was getting to tournament to tournament, and it's not easy being a tennis player and getting to tournaments when your plane gets canceled. But that's part of being a professional tennis player, and you learn how to deal.
That's right.
So, all right. So let's talk a little bit about the men. Ben Shelton beat Taylor Fritz.
Yeah, was he hurt? Amelia told me that.
Dallas
he was hurt and still won in one leg or something.
Ben.
Yeah, he got hurt for
Yeah.
ankle or something.
Yeah, he still won, and Taylor's coming back. He didn't have a very good beginning of the season, so he thought he
struggling.
kept his level high, and it was a good match for them to go into the desert into, right?
Yeah.
Alex de Minaur won Rotterdam with all the consternation and the upset over the balls. Medvedev
happened?
was saying the balls were bad. Felix
Again?
was saying, yeah, again, these balls are back on the radar.
What kind of balls they played on that
They're
tournament?
the head.
Do we know?
I think they're the head ATP balls.
The head? Oh
Yeah,
wow!
there was
I mean,
a whole
pen,
big thing.
pen or head? Because
about-
head.
No, head.
Really?
Let me look it up really quick because I read
Yeah,
it
yeah.
last week and I was like, oh, he's complaining about the balls again. But then Felix stepped in.
Yeah.
And Alex stepped in and he said, well, look, everybody has the same conditions as us.
Yeah. I know
But
that.
these balls, it needs to be better. And the ATP came out and said they are making
Changes,
they are making
improvements.
changes
Yeah.
to get the balls, but it's probably going to be in the next 7 months or possibly 2027.
7
So-
months? Come on, how
Yeah.
long does it take to? What's going
I
on
don't
there?
know. So Medvedev again, it's the head balls. It's
Really?
the head ATP balls, and he
Wow.
totally melted down again against the balls. But Alex de Minaur and Artur Fios backed him up, and also Felix backed him up.
Because let's be honest, head is not a really big companies on tennis balls. I mean, right?
No, you
It's-
think more about
Think more like Wilson,
Rackets.
Penn, Dunlop.
yeah.
These companies have more like famous balls or well known or
Yeah.
because of course
No,
the
they're
rackets.
calling it a very dead ball. de Minaur says he's struggled a lot in practice. He's frustrated with them. It's not like me. They're definitely an issue. I mean, he won the tournament, but because
Still
he
not
had a
enjoying
good mindset about it. He said, "Look, everybody's in the same boat. They're hard to control. I'm figuring it out, but we're all on the same surface."
Hey, I'm throwing an idea out there. Okay,
Yeah.
we're talking about balls, tennis balls.
Tennis balls. Maybe.
Hey, I know. What if like every player would decide which balls they want to play with when they serve, just like in football.
How would you do that though?
Think about it. Okay, in football, you bring your own balls when you're on the offense. It's your own footballs.
Yes.
So you whatever you want. It's so for if I'm serving, and I love the Wilson U.S. Opens the best.
Yeah.
I'm bringing these balls to go play, and I'm playing with them. But when you're serving, you get to choose whatever balls you want.
Okay, but in a tournament with sponsors, how are they going to get past that?
I know, but let's scratch that and let's just go with my idea.
That'd be a fun idea,
Hey,
actually, to throw
you know,
a tournament, like a
wouldn't that
junior
be-
tournament, and say, pick your balls.
Hey, exactly. And you know what? Let's just say there are 8 official companies sponsored with the ATP and the WTA. You got Babolat, Dunlop, Wilson, Head, Slazenger, name it. You can have 8 different type of official balls. Wilson gets to pick one, Penn gets to pick their best one, and the players get to choose whatever the balls they want when they serve. Hey, let's think about that. If you're playing on clay, you might have a different ball. If you play on grass, if you play on hard courts, so that would be awesome for the companies just to get their official products out there of here's the best surface, the best ball we have. And I don't know, that would be, and the sponsors can be, they can all be sponsors because
I
here's
think, look,
the
you
official
can do
companies.
it, but then you'd have to know before when you play what ball your opponent's using and what ball you're using so that you can do your stringing accordingly.
Of course, when you're serving, you get to choose your ball. So for the next 3 months, you're playing with this type of ball. You can't choose. You can't choose maybe for like every week.
No, you'd have to choose for like
Yeah.
3 months or the year. You'd pick a ball for the year.
Could be for the year,
Unless,
yeah.
for the year on a certain surface. Like you
Exactly.
can change for the surface.
Exactly. If I'm playing on this surface, I'm playing with this ball. If I'm playing on, that would be awesome. Okay, a little bit
Or
confusing.
easier the WTA and the ATP decide on one ball and they stick with it.
Or exactly. Okay, so the official ball for the hardcore tournaments this year will be this one, and for the grass is this one. That would be
Yeah.
that'd be pretty cool.
Which the ATP's was trying to do, but they picked head, which was just a bad pick. So they
No
should
doubt.
really do, which I'm sure they're doing now because of all the complaints, a survey from all their players saying, what ball do you like?
No doubt.
And then they have to narrow it down to 3, and
Yeah.
then narrow it down to 2, and narrow it down to 1.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, interview the top 50 players for women and men. Make their opinion counts. You
Yeah.
guys choose the ball we're gonna play next year. Come on.
That's what they should do.
Can't be that hard.
No, exactly.
And at that time, then the players get to decide at least, okay, let's get together and decide which balls that are not going to get us injuries, and let's
Yeah.
go with that one. Hey,
Yeah,
here we go.
agreed. All right, so we got Delray Beach Open happening down here this week.
Mm-hmm.
It's starting today, actually, and the number 1 seed is Taylor Fritz.
Okay.
And Tiafoe's in it, Tommy Paul's in it, Lerner Tien's in it, Kaboli's in it, Rude's in it, Nakashima. So it's a really good field down here. I thought it was a pretty impressive field. And then you've got Dubai and Doha. So now you have Doha for the men, Dubai for the women going on. So
Okay.
it's all leading up to Indian Wells. Some interesting news. Craig Tiley announcement is supposed to be made next week, and it's going to be official that he's going to be the USTA guy. Like he's coming to the USTA from the Australian
Really?
Open.
Okay.
So
Wow.
that'll be very interesting, that announcement. And
Yeah.
also, Grigor Dimitrov hired David Nalbandian.
Oh, I love that. I love that pick.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
That's a good pick. So that'll be interesting to watch, Oogie. I
That's
think
gonna be
that'll
fun.
That'll be a fun team up, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Little Nandadian. Maybe they're going to play Rublev and Safin. They can doubles together.
Yeah, right.
That'd
That would
be
be
so
funny.
cool. That'd be so cool.
All right,
And,
so let's do the oh, go ahead.
going back to Craig Tiley, is that it?
Yes.
Is that a good thing for the? Is he really good? Is he respected and everything?
Yeah, I mean, look what he's done for the Australian Open.
Yeah, we saw him on TV when they put the trophies ceremony.
Yeah,
right?
so
Okay.
he started, he was in college, he's been a lot in the States, and I think he's a good addition for the USTA to have to take over the helm for the US Open. And
Nice.
yeah, it's gonna be really I think good. I think
It's gonna be
he's going to
positive.
be the USTA CEO. So he's far thinking. He is open minded. He's a players kind of guy. So
Mhm.
I think this is a good decision.
You're right. I totally agree. I just want to get your take on it because all the players, male and female, said great things about him when they were, commentating on the Aussie Open.
Yeah,
so,
I like
yeah, I
him.
think it's
I'll
good.
give you a little side story, just another little tiny story, Oogie.
Let's go. I love those.
So in Australia, I was playing challengers when I was coming back with my shoulder, and
Yeah, I remember.
the balls, this ties into what we were just talking about. Okay, so on the tour, ATP, WTA, ball change is 7 and 9.
Exactly.
Okay, in challengers, USTA, and some countries, it's 9 and 11.
hmm
Okay, so you think 9 games and 11 games, you're
Yeah.
changing balls. Okay,
Like
that's a lot.
like 5-4 for a set. Change the balls,
Yeah.
and then
Okay, that's a lot from coming from 7 to 9. So
Ev-
when I came
every
back
set,
from my
okay.
shoulder,
Mhm.
yeah, I came back 7. I was used to 7 to 9. Then I was like, what's this 9 and 11? And as a server, you understand because the balls get dead quickly and you don't want
Mhm.
dead balls. So I go to Australia and it's 11 and 13. And I was like, what the heck? This is like one can of balls for a match, right?
Oh, 2, yeah.
I mean, well, yeah, 11. So if you're up 6-0, 5-0, you get a change of balls. I
Wow.
was like, what is going on? And so I'm like, we're in Australia. We're not in a third world country. Why is it 11 and 13? I just couldn't figure it out. So I emailed Craig Tiley and I said, hi, I'm in your country. Well, I'm not, it's not, he's he's South African, but
Yeah.
he was the head of Australia. I said, I'd really like you to look into the ball change for me because I feel like 11 and 13 in Australia with the level of players you're getting in 50,000s and 75 is ridiculous. Like that's a lot on the women's shoulders and the men's. Could you please look into this and maybe change it to 9 and 11?
Yeah.
So he wrote me back, and guess what?
He changed
They
it for you.
changed it.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's the kind of guy Craig Tiley is. He
looked at that and he went,
players'
hey, you know what? That makes sense. Let's go with that. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So
He did.
I like him. I think he'll be a good USTA CEO. And let's see when the announcement happens.
I love it because for him, he looked at your question and he was like, you know what? For like 100 more cans of balls for the whole tournament, let's do this. You know,
right?
Save shoulders and elbows and
you're helping your Australians coming up. So it's like a no-brainer. And he said, you're right. And he changed it.
Love it. That is so cool.
All right. So yeah, I like Craig Tiley. He took my advice and listened to me. And I don't like him because he listened to me, but he took everything into consideration and then he changed it. It made sense. So hopefully the ATP is going to be making Medvedev happy eventually. Right?
Hey, wait. We came up with some solutions tonight, guys. Come on. Just listen to our podcast. Right? You'll find plenty of solutions there.
Okay, Oogie. So the ball is in Oogie's court. Before we get to newsy notes, the ball is in your court. I want to talk about junior tennis and how juniors are competing today with social media and how that parlays into what we saw with Ilya Malinin and others, Simone Biles, Michaela Schifrin. You know, just not that this is all about social media, but I think that looking at the Olympic athlete now as opposed to like 20 years ago, social media is playing a bigger role with brands, sponsorships, fans, bettors. And I want to get into a little bit about, speaking of an Australian, Destiny Aviva, who just sent a whole breakup letter with tennis. And she got everywhere because she said, fuck you, tennis. I hate you. You're like a toxic boyfriend. And then at times I love you and I'm retiring. So she's 25 years old. She kind of spilled her guts on all her thoughts and how tennis was really tough on her and the bettors going after on social media and about her looks as well. And just how it was hard to love her sport, but then she also hated her sport and just the pressures that were put upon her. And she's 25. So give me some insight on how you are treating your juniors and what you tell them about social media when they're like, you know, starting out to play more tournaments and they have an Instagram or a TikTok.
Yeah. I mean,
a Snapchat.
My players are probably not at that level, you know, to get a lot of distractions. I mean, their interactions are more like they're gaming or, you know, they're putting some stuff on Instagram, but not really. And so but the more like we can tell them to just chill out, get that phone a couple hours a day off, do something else. I mean, this is so important because you get to that level of, you know, all the athletes, superb athletes you just mentioned, Lindsey Vonn in there as well. The pressure she puts herself. See, she didn't prepare that great in advance because she broke her leg in 4 places, and it's too bad, you know, what happened to her. But she didn't want to miss the prior event. She went there and she fell and she broke her knee. The ACL was torn apart, and she was okay in the previous run of the Olympics, but you know, she's on one knee. And the practice run, she said her knee was fine, but how can it be fine if you torn your ACL fully? I'm not sure, because it doesn't take that much to just not feel comfortable and in the back of your mind, and just a little friction, and just she just fell and she went through the air.
She's 40. She 40 or 42?
41, 42.
41. Okay,
Yeah.
so she came back with, which is extraordinary, coming back. She got
Mhm.
herself in position. She had that terrible accident a couple weeks before, and then
Yeah.
she decided to go for it, which as a competitor, I can see why she did. I'm still surprised that she did the practice run. Like I
Mhm.
might have just not done the practice run and gone for the event, but
Mhm.
also as a skier, how can it's different? Like
Yeah,
in
you
my
have to
mind,
do the
in
practice run
tennis,
because
you have
you
to do
have
it. You have to
you
know the
have to get the
terrain.
perfect lines and
Yeah,
then oops,
and you
I
got
better
to
slow
know it.
down. Yeah. It's so
So she
rough.
had to do it, but it was just bad timing. But also look at what kind of pressures did she have on herself, because she had brands and she came back and this was her big
Yeah.
Olympics and she wanted to do it. So at the end of the day, she did go for it,
Mhm.
right? It
Yeah,
just
yeah.
didn't end well. And sometimes it does end well, sometimes it doesn't. But let's look at Ilya Malinin.
Mm.
Look at this, Oogie. I've been
T-
tracking ice skating since
tell
I
us a little
was
bit what
5.
happened there because I've
Okay.
seen it a little bit, but most of our listeners are haven't
Yeah.
probably know it
All
exactly
right.
what
So
you're doing.
I'm a big ice skating fan, and I didn't say I wanted to be an ice skater because I know you can't just go into ice skating for like 4 years and then do
Yeah,
quads or
you have to
triples.
start like when you're
Yeah.
6 or 7,
I got retired
I,
at 5.
like gymnastics. Yeah.
Yes. So watching him since he broke out and he didn't get the Olympics at 17 because they passed him over
Mm.
for Jason Brown.
Okay, so
Okay.
he's an American ice skater.
He's an American ice
Yeah.
skater. Both parents are Russian and former ice skaters.
Okay.
He, after he got passed over at 17, I watched and they picked Jason Brown because he was more mature.
Hmm.
That spurred him on to become the quad god, where he does multiple quads in programs that are unheard of in the sport.
Is there
So
any other skaters in the world that can do 4 jumps?
there are a couple guys,
Okay.
but they can't
Okay.
do all the different kind of quads that he can do. And
Oh,
he
okay. So
does
he's
7
by
in his
himself.
long program. So
7 quads.
which is his free skate. So 7 to 8 maybe. And
Wow.
he does like 3 or 4 in the short program. So now technically and artistically, he's always above everybody. Like it's
Oh,
like
even.
a no-brainer. Like he's gonna
Wow.
win because of all the technical points. So he
Okay.
came to the Olympics where everybody was telling him he's going to win the gold, right? And he expected to. So he struggles in the team events, but they
Okay.
pull it out and they get the gold. And then he struggled a little bit in the short, but he came up on top.
Mm.
And then he comes for his free skate, which is
Yeah.
the big one,
A
right?
long program. Yeah.
And you look at his face and he takes this big breath like before when he was warming
Ooh.
up. I was
So he's
watching him.
nervous.
And
He's
he
nervous.
never did that. Even he's won the US championships 4 or 5 times. I've never seen his face like this. I was like, oh, okay. And then he starts, and it was like from the beginning, he was just tight. And then he fell. He's never fallen. He's never lost an event
Wow.
for like since like 2023 or something.
Okay. He
And
enters
so
an event, he wins.
it was
That's it.
shocking. Yes, it was shocking. And it
Wow.
was so sad because everybody wanted him to win. But at
Mhm.
the end of the day, he came off and it was just, you could see it on his face. And he was so well spoken. In the interview, he said, well, look, I wasn't prepared for the Olympic moments. He felt all the traumatic moments in his life started flooding in his head. He said that. And I was like,
Wow.
oh my gosh, like look at him who hasn't lost a competition in forever,
Yeah.
world champion, beats people by miles, and he had all these traumatic moments in his brain.
Wow.
So imagine what these athletes are going through now that are on social media at that level. And the question is, how do you stop it in juniors? Like
Mm.
there should be something in sports that says, or a guideline in each sport on how to handle this, because he's now come out and said the social media really bothered him and he had like threats and bad things said about him. And it's definitely a problem.
So if he goes to his social media accounts and he reads the comments towards him, and they're like, he's such a choker, he choked this, that, he can't
Well, I
handle the
don't.
pressure.
They must
Some
have
stuff
just
like that.
been. Well, I don't know if they were saying choker, but he said, "Look, this was his quote." On the world's biggest stage, those who appear the strongest may still be fighting invisible battles on the inside.
Mhm.
And then he went on to say, vile online hatred attacks the mind, and fear lures it into darkness, no matter how hard you try to stay sane through the endless, insurmountable pressure. It all
Mm.
builds up as these moments flash before your eyes, resulting in an inevitable crash. So
Wow.
this is a kid, Ogie,
Mm.
who's like changed the sport of ice skating. He does one-legged flips. And he's saying this. So we're
Wow.
at a point where, look, Jess Pagula and Coco Gauff are saying we need our privacy. Why do we have videos everywhere? Why is
Mm.
everything posted?
hmm
Something, at least in tennis, that I'll say in tennis, something has to change about the privacy and social media. But then with our juniors, how do you prevent that from happening? I mean, obviously it's a parental thing.
hmm
It's just
Yeah.
tough, like to
But-
read that and be like, whoa, who knew?
So for him, his example, I think like a month prior and a month after the Olympics, you just shut your phone off.
Yeah, you just go dark.
You just go like no social media, because how can you focus on his big, because just himself, the pressure he puts on himself, he knows he's expected to win because he's number
Yeah.
one going into the event. So, and your family and your coach, they're not going to say that much, but all the pressure that's around that, I would just turn everything off. Seriously.
Yeah, I
Because
think that's a good idea.
you have your friends and your family with you anyway. You don't need anybody else. The only reason we have us, the social media, for the social aspects, is that we have so many friends all around the world. We cannot reach them all the time.
Yeah.
So if we put something on, then at least all our
They
friends
can
are
see
about
it.
they know about it and they can comment on it. And but it's pretty much the only thing, because if your close family and friends are with you at the Olympics, you just turn the phone off. That's it.
Yeah,
Or
I
you
think they have to
or-
start doing that, right?
or you
Tennis
have some,
players do it.
yeah, and or you have your agent doing it, not you.
Yeah.
You have your
or you have
agent
a
going
social
every
media
day.
person.
Yeah, exactly. Social media, like coach or tutor or
And that's what
somebody.
surprised me, is that he was so big coming in. He was the face of the Olympics.
Yeah,
That he was still on his social media.
get off there. Just don't be
Yeah.
there,
Isn't
because
that interesting?
you have so much pressure already. Why go there? You don't need
Yeah.
support. You know that people support you. The journalists from US are like, "Oh my God, how are you?" They're all so happy to speak to them, or all over the world for that matter. So you don't need that. You just need to focus on it. I think that would be my solution for sure. I would just
Yeah, I
turn
think so
everything
too.
off a month before, 2 weeks after. After that, you can start going on it again
all
and
you want.
see what people. Yeah.
And I think at tennis tournaments, I think a lot of players do that more, but there are also players that just post everything.
Hey,
and they
Sabalenka,
just deal with
Sabalenka does TikToks all over the place.
She does
all the time.
everything, and she obviously can handle all the
Yeah.
haters, but they're still out there. So it's maybe because it's week to week, and obviously the Olympics is every 4 years, so it's a different kind of pressure. And tennis players are learning how to deal with it because they have to each week, right? I don't
It's gotta
know.
be tough. I mean,
Interesting.
it's gotta be tough. Hey, Anisimova said something, and some, Naomi Osaka, a lot of,
Yeah,
especially
she's had
women,
her
I guess,
trouble.
they're getting attacked
so-
on there. It's terrible.
A good part of one of my best moments of the Olympics, and who embraced the pressure, was Federico Brignone.
Yeah.
Brignone.
Was that the guy from Brazil?
Brignone. No, Federica.
Oh,
She's the
from
Italian
Italia.
skier. Yes, she won
Yeah.
the Super G and the giant slalom back to back,
Whoa.
which is really hard to do.
And she had a
Okay.
good story because she was hurt or something before, right?
She was hurt for 10 months. She broke her leg and tore her ACL. Like, she had the worst accident. And she's also in her 30s. And she's called the Snow Tiger. She has a tiger on her helmet. And she came back a month before the Olympics. She waited. Well, you said she didn't do other stuff. She waited because it's her Olympics in Milan, right?
She
And
wanted to make
all
sure she
wanted
didn't
to do,
injure herself.
yeah, she wanted to just carry the flag. That's all she wanted
Wow.
to do. She made history winning back to back. It was very impressive. I watched it last night.
That is so cool.
She handled the pressure. And what I noticed when she was in the gate, the comms guys give you the tips, right? So the American guy gave Michaela Schifrin her tip, and it was very detailed because she likes to know everything. The Italy guy said, because she was in first place after the first run, Federica was. The Italian guy goes, "It's your goal to win. Go do it." And I was like, oh, that's so interesting because obviously with her mindset, that wasn't going to upset her. That was going to make her tougher, right? But with another kind of athlete, that might have put pressure on them.
Yeah,
so they
it's like, ooh, I'm about to win.
Yeah, right? So I think it's so funny, like the mindset of one athlete versus another, that drove her to be like, I'm on top. I'm going to go get it. Like when you coached me and you're like, go win, I was like, yes, push me, right?
Exactly.
But other athletes would be like, oh my God, don't remind me.
Exactly.
So it is.
Right? You have to know your athlete so much because those words are very precious, and the athlete sometimes performs well or bad because of those words. That's how big
so that
careful. Influence is.
And that's why when you coach a junior, it's like learning how to do it because every week is a different week, Oogie.
For sure. And
right?
You know that, and I know that for sure. We have some good juniors in our hands, but they're very emotional, and it's different. You have to adapt.
Yeah,
so much.
You got to adapt, and you got to be like, okay, you don't want me saying this week, but maybe next week, or maybe in a month, or then maybe when you're like 15, it'll change. Which obviously it does change throughout. So
it does.
I thought that was a cool. The snow tiger. She made my night last night by watching that.
She's so cool. There's so many stories of those Olympics.
Yeah, you got to give me, okay, that was my best moment so far. What's yours?
And there's a couple of them, but to me, today's gold medal for Canada is a young woman, 20 something years old, very young, Megan Oldham. She's snowcrossed the jump. So a very big jump with two skis.
The ski jumps. Yeah.
She won the gold medal, and she was like,
awesome.
she got 2 months of just training, focusing on winning the Olympics. So that's how big that event was for her. And that, that shows a lot because when you treat the Olympics like another event, and sometimes you don't get the results, but if you treat it like it's the peak of your year and maybe the 4 years going, that shows. So that's how big Djokovic was when he won in Paris, the gold medal for Serbia. He wanted that medal.
He wanted that medal.
He wanted that. He said he wanted to win gold for Serbia more than any Grand Slam. That's how big it was important to him. It was more important that gold medal than a Grand Slam.
Yeah.
And one of my friends commentating here on TV in Canada, Dominique Gauthier, I'm gonna name him. What's up, Dom? He's so nice. He's doing a great job. He's a big in the Winter Olympics here, and he's in charge of a big organization, getting the athletes ready and everything. And he said he did not believe me. He's like, well, you know what? You guys in tennis, you have the ATP Tour, WTA. You guys make a career out of it. I don't believe you when you say that any tennis player wants to win a medal at the Olympics. I'm like, yeah, let me show you. And when Djokovic won, he in Paris, he said that. He said the exact same words, that it's more important to me winning gold here than any Grand Slam.
And he
started to cry when he won, tore his shirt, and I sent him the videos of that. And he's like, okay, now I believe you. It was so cool that he said it on TV too. He's like, shout out to my boy Oogie and this, and he said he said it. So he's like, yeah, prove him that, hey, even for us tennis players, it's the Olympics. The Olympics are the Olympics.
Look at us. We're
Come on. Exactly.
It's
so cool.
I took my blanket.
You have the blanket too?
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Did you get that when you played for Fed Cup, or what's going on?
No.
Oh, that is so cool.
Just for the Olympics.
Oh, you have the Olympics. See,
Yeah.
you have the Olympic rings too.
Barefoot
Ooh,
Dreams, a Malibu company.
really?
So I sit with my blanket and my hot
Piece
tea.
of
Even though I'm in Florida, I love my
piece of
hot tea.
yeah. There you go. Piece of California
And
with you with your blanket.
yep, with my blanket. I got my
Hey,
Olympic blanket ready to
hey,
go.
that blanket is gonna be hot in 2 years in LA. Come on, with the Olympics going there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Hey, we have to meet.
Exciting stuff,
We have to
Boogie.
meet. We have to meet over there for the Olympics.
Yeah, for
Going back
sure.
to LA for sure. We'll do
All
that.
right, so we got some tennis and some Olympics, little
Hey,
newsy notes. We had yep,
you know what? We'll probably go see the pickleball event.
of course.
Hey, they might have it.
They're not putting pickleball in the
Hey,
Olympics.
maybe as a demonstration sports. It's
Yeah, they're
been
not doing it yet. It
it's
might
been
come.
it's been talked about, but so far no confirmation of those informations. But we're still hopeful in 2 years. Come on, could you imagine pickleball event for at the
If they
Olympics
put it in, I might start playing pickleball.
in LA? Oh, it'd be huge. Come
That
on,
would be.
it'd be so much hype in doubles and singles. It'd be so spectacular. It'd be amazing.
All right,
Tennis is
newsy
awesome.
notes. It's Black History Month, so happy Black History Month in America.
Yeah,
It's Black
yeah.
History Month.
Hey,
We get
I
the
saw
best month of February.
I saw that in Quebec as well on the side of the highway.
Oh,
It's
cool.
Black History Month. I've seen that.
Okay, so Canada's celebrating too. I love it.
Exactly. February.
Nice.
That's it. Yeah.
All right, so give me your style winner of the Olympics so far that you've picked.
Style. You mean like clothes?
Like the best style. Like who have
Oh,
you seen?
I guess I'll have to vote for the 42-year-old coming back from ice skating from Canada. Or was
I
she
love
US
it.
and she competes for Canada
Diana
now?
Stellato Dudek. She
That's
is
it.
she's 42. She came in 11th, but that's okay. She made it to the Olympics.
And what's her dress?
16 years later, and Oscar de la Renta designed her dresses, and it's
Wow.
the first time Oscar de la Renta has ever designed ice skating dresses.
For sure. I think it's
Yeah.
worth, they said something around 100,000.
Yeah, it's worth. I mean, Vera Wang has done a lot of American Olympic champions, and I thought that was cool that Oscar de la Renta came in. Okay, so you're gonna go with her. I'll go with her too, but I'll go with Snoop Dogg. Have you seen his looks?
Snoop Doggy Dog. Come on now.
I mean, Americana at its best.
He's so cool. He doesn't know how to skate, doesn't know how to ski. It doesn't matter. He's over there.
Doesn't matter, and he's rocking it. I mean, like
I love it.
cool jackets.
He's got
his
some fur coats.
fur coats. Yeah, he's very Milan. So I loved it. Okay, Princess
so
Royal
cool.
Anne was in Milan. Lots of celebrities have come, and we
Really?
also got the NBA All-Star Game was out in LA.
Oh,
Meghan
yeah.
and Harry were there. The Obamas were there. And we've got the awards season still going strong, Oogie. We have Independent Spirit Awards happening. They just happened. Palm Springs Film Festival. Then we go into the actors, formerly known as the SAG-AFTRA actors, but now it's just called the actors. Okay,
SAGs.
then
I remember that.
the BAFTAs, which are the British Oscars. And then we have the Oscars, Academy Awards. Those are
That's
all
what's coming
during
up.
Indian Wells and Miami.
Yee. Okay, you're going to be in
Yeah.
the juices. You're going to be in.
Yeah, so
in
we'll get cross
all over the place.
section of entertainment.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see that. Hey,
All right,
you know
well,
what else today I saw?
It's a lot of fun, Oogie, to be back.
I saw a little beef on Instagram this morning when I woke up. I
Who
saw
had the beat?
Cardi B being mad because Stefan Diggs got his girlfriend, baby mama over there, something going on during the Super Bowl.
Okay.
She left like she was mad. So
Cardi
beef
B.
going on there.
All right,
I
I love
know.
the beef. I especially love a housewife beef, but I like a Cardi B beef.
Cardi B
Beef
can
is
be
entertaining.
beefy
Oh, also
beef.
one more little newsy note.
Go ahead.
Serena is now officially in the pool. So
I know. They asked Sabalenka
Come
about it.
back.
It's like Sabalenka's
Yeah.
like she can do whatever she wants. You know, she's
Yeah.
feeling the heat when she says that.
exactly.
It's like
So
she's like, do you mind if she's coming back and she's gonna be playing? Oh, she can do
Serena.
whatever she wants. That's great for her. She's fun to be
Yeah.
around. Right? You're probably not gonna take it so much fun
Well
if he
said.
beats you.
well,
It's gonna be
that's
so much
true.
fun.
So what? Okay, we're gonna do a little bet. What bet are you taking for the month she comes back?
I don't know. Is she practicing every day now, or is she far from being a comeback? Or
I don't know.
we don't know. We don't know. Huh? I think she's gonna come back. Could she come back for the Miami Open? She's,
I think
in
it's a
her.
little early.
She has part of that stadium
Maybe
to her,
doubles. Maybe doubles.
maybe, because
I wouldn't
she
put it past her to like show up for doubles in Miami.
she lives close by, and she owns
Yeah.
a part of the Dolphins and stadium. I
I'm
don't know.
thinking the summer. I think summer.
Yeah,
She's
probably
coming back.
hardcore
Yeah.
summer after Wimbledon. Yeah.
Yep.
What if she come
I
back?
don't know.
What if she come back at Wimbledon?
I don't know. It's hard to come back
I
at
know.
Wimbledon and grass. I think she's going to come back in the summer and build to next Grand
But
Slam.
but if she moves well, hits hard, and her service kicking, she could win a couple of rounds for sure at Wimbledon.
That's true. It's true. I don't know. It's just the risk of injury again with the slippery
You're-
grass.
You're right.
I don't know if it's the best place to come back without match practice.
It'd be smarter to come on hard courts for sure.
Yeah, right. It's a little bit safer, but you never
Yeah.
know. She could do the grass warm ups and be like, "Here I am."
I know. Depends how far. Yeah, like I said, depends how far or how close she is of
Yeah.
being, tennis wise ready. But hey, it's exciting. I can't wait to see
Yeah.
her. Booming ground strokes. Hopefully, she's really fit. She can move well. She's not like slow or that'd be sad. But if she comes back,
Well,
I'm sure
If
she's ready.
coming back. She's going to be ready. So
She's got to be
it'll
ready.
be fun to see. All right,
For sure.
Well, this has been a lot of fun. We got next weekend coming up. We'll talk about the end of the Olympics. We have the women's skating coming up tomorrow. Very excited about that.
That's true. Plus some hockey.
hockey.
Come on,
Yep. Gotta
quarterfinals.
go with the hockey. Okay, you
Can't
real
wait.
quick. You didn't describe your. Before I give the quote, describe your sweatshirt that you have on.
Okay, let's see.
Because I know it's special.
There it is. So
There it is. Representing.
it's the Canadian hockey jersey in 1987. It's called Canada Cup. And it was like the
Super
4-8.
cool.
It was like the World Championship. And back then, Wayne Gretzky, Mario Lemieux were playing on that special team, and they beat USSR. Back then, it was the USSR. They beat them
Big
2-1.
yeah.
2-1 because they had a 2 out of 3 in the finals. So they lost 6-5, they won 6-5, and they went 6-5 in overtime to win against the Russians. Super big.
Wow.
I mean, I was 14 years old. I remember it was like yesterday. I was
Yeah,
watching.
but that's cool
so
history, Oogie.
super
All right,
cool.
you got to
So,
wear your
yeah.
kit next weekend. I'll wear my American flag again. Okay, you ready for the quote of the podcast?
Oh yeah, let's go. Is it like towards the Olympics? Regarding?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
It's
okay.
regarding the Olympics.
Okay,
But
let's
it
hear it.
actually, I always tie it into tennis and every other sport. This is like,
Mm,
and in life, this ties in. Okay, ready?
for sure. Yep.
A reminder that nothing is certain in sports. There is no such thing as inevitable.
Okay. Lindsey Vonn, maybe by falling. No.
No.
Okay.
All right, so I'll give it to you. You're not going to get it.
Yeah. No. Good.
Okay, so he's a famous play-by-play guy, which is
Okay.
like a host. So
Or baseball?
commentator. Nope, play-by-play for figure skating. He also does other sports. His name is Terry Gannon, and he is a big NBC play-by-play guy, and he does it with Tara Lipinski and Johnny Weir. And he's the guy that leads them in. And so
Okay.
at the end of Ilya Malinen's skate,
Mm.
that is what he said, and it was like
Yeah.
it was haunting. But it was also so true, right?
Yeah.
That
There's
you
no.
can work your hardest and it's still inevitable, the outcome. You don't know what happens until it happens. And sports is the biggest field for that to be showcased.
It's so true. Hey,
Yeah.
especially sports without time. If you have a time component like football, hockey, basketball, if you win after a certain time, there's not going to be enough time for the opponent to come back. But a judge sport,
Oof.
tennis, there's no time. You can always choke. Somebody can always go wrong. You
Yep.
spin, you fail, it's over. So it's so true. Terry,
Yeah.
you're the man.
Harry was the man that night.
Good.
And
It's a good quote.
anyway, all right. Well, this has been Serving Aces. If you like us, follow us on @Believe, @Alexander Stevenson, @Hughes Levadier, or on YouTube. We have a channel that I put up. So
That is so cool.
we're gaining little followers, little
That's
by
it.
little.
Yep. So much fun.
So, all right. Well, this has been Serving Aces. I'm Alexander Stevenson. I will see you next time.
All right. See you soon.